Capricorn, welcome to your reading. It is currently 9:28 a.m. Friday, July 11th. Something's being balanced out. Your love life is being balanced out. And yeah, that kind of goes along with the message. Okay. Also, you're going to have the past come knocking at your door. It is pre-shadow Mercury retrograde. We have 4 planets going Mercury or retrograde this month. Your dreams are really vivid right now. Keep grounded, okay? Yeah. You're dealing with astral clingers. What are those? What are those, you say? So-called passengers, okay? They're trying to hook into your aura any way that they can, okay? You are on a path to ascension, okay? You've grown a lot. Yeah. For some of you guys, okay, you came a long way. All right. You've overcome a lot. All right. Addictions, things like this. Okay. And you're going to have the past. You're going to have to slam the door, okay, to these energies. All right. They will try to catch a ride, okay, by causing you, trying to thought project, the mental conflict. All right. Even just speaking to you. All right. They'll try to create an emotional cord, okay. You're an empath, all right, so you feel, okay, you feel. Just because you're an empath doesn't mean that you resonate or sympathize, okay? Sympathy and empathy are 2 totally different things, all right? Yeah, everybody has an opportunity to heal, okay? Some of you guys, okay, these are exes that you've had a cord with, right? The root chakra. Some of you guys, they're trying to, your energy is very precious, all right? When you're around, okay, the vibration goes up, okay? It makes people happier, all right? And when you withdraw this energy, they also feel it, okay? Their energy level goes down, all right? And that's because they were surfing your waves, right? They were clinging onto your energy, okay, that you gave, all right? And when you withdraw that energy, they realize that they were cloaking themselves. They were cloaking themselves in your energy, okay? When you withdraw, the high goes down, if you will, okay? Nobody owes anybody anything, okay? Stay away. You know, I'm not saying anything, you know, the ascension process, okay? You don't hang around in a hospital, okay, around flu, for instance, and not expect to catch the flu. You see what I'm saying? Stay away from morose, heavy energies, all right? Keep your energy light. Keep your boundaries up, okay? Nobody's entitled to your energy, okay? Especially if it's not an equal exchange, all right? If they don't offer you the same high vibrational energy that you give, you do not give anymore, okay? And trust me, people will feel this, okay? Yeah, we don't, yeah. Heavy energy will pull you down, okay? They will try to make you feel guilty the way that they feel, all right? The guilt and the shame, where you don't feel guilty about cutting energies off that we don't resonate with, okay? We don't resonate with that energy, all right? We don't fear losing anybody, okay? If people are meant to follow you on your path or go with you in the same direction, okay? A pathfinder, all right? They're trying to find their path through you, all right? The fear, right? We don't fear losing people. You never lose energy. You just get it in a higher or lower form, which is what I have on here, okay? Stay in the present, okay? We don't go back. We don't overly resonate or sympathize, okay, with past pain, right? Trauma bonds, all right? Accept that the fact that you are the creator and you're willing to create a new pathway, right? Operate out of a place of love, okay? But know who to give that loving energy to. And right now you're being guided, okay, to keep it to yourself. For instance, I know that me personally, my energy, I'm kind of tired, right? So today when I go out and work, hit this matrix job, all right, I know that I do not give permission for anything but, okay, I'm going to be keeping my energy to myself, okay, so that I can not have to tap into my reserve and give that energy to the things that I care about and my purpose, okay? Some people are trying to find their purpose, okay, through you, and that is them with them and their higher self, them in spirit, okay? It is not your job to carry, okay? That's the false light, okay? Our energy exchange is enough to cause awakenings, okay? Some of you guys, all right, your guides, and right, watch over giving, all right? Like, for instance, I'm not going to solicit advice, okay? This is what I started this channel for, okay? I'm not going to be over giving out there, okay? If you're tuned in to me, okay, you're here for that purpose, all right? I'm not going to go out there and solicit, okay, awakening, talk about energy. No, this is my purpose on here, okay? And it's a fair exchange of energy, okay? So do be aware of that, love and light. Also, please, if you're going to be watching tarot, please watch it from a grounded level headspace, okay? Not everything is going to resonate for everybody. It may resonate over time, later on down the road. It may be all at once, okay? This isn't a private reading. If you would like a private reading, divinationbydawn8@gmail.com. You can email me and yada yada, okay? Yeah, this isn't a private reading, all right? Please use your discernment when watching any form of tarot or divination, all right? I am a channeler. I channel the energy, okay? The energy. Yeah, please use your discernment, okay? Yeah, watch from a level grounded place, all right? I do not recommend watching tarot, okay, if, you know, you're battling a so-called mental illness, all right? If you don't quite understand what's going on here, it can seem scary, okay? What else? Oh, yeah. This reading's, apparently I'm going to have to start saying this reading is for so-called entertainment purposes only. But if you've been following me, or even if you're new, go back and watch some of the older readings, some of the predictions that I did. I think that we can deduce. All right. All right. So, yin, a desire or craving you just can't shake. So the song, you could be right, the yin. All right. Somebody could be Asian. Okay. But you're having a craving or a desire that you can't shake. And for many of you, this is another person, or this is the way that they're feeling about you. So the song I had coming through was every time I see your face, you make me wanna sing. And every time I think about your love, it drives me crazy. Yeah, somebody's got the case of missing you. I'm hearing, I got a bad case of loving you. Yeah. So the other day, yesterday it was, I seen an empty storage box on its side, okay, on the highway. And right as I went by there, a crow flew over it, right? It was flying over it. And the song playing was, oh yeah, and I got a wave of happiness, okay? And it was so beautiful. Yeah, it hit me so hard that I cried, okay? And it's the energy moving, all right? These feelings are going to arise in you, and it's going to be so beautiful that you cry, right? So, yeah, I felt it moving through my sinus cavities out of my crown chakra. So, and the song that was playing on the radio was Frozen by Madonna. So, it was so synchronistic. And the verse that was playing was, love is a bird, she wants to fly. And love is free, right? Love is free. Back to the clingers or the, you know, whatever the case, okay? The love that you give is free. It's not to be contained. The energy you give is not to be hoarded, okay? You give it freely, but also with all of that life. It's life. You breathe life. With all of that light, okay, it attracts dark, okay? So, yeah. Also, why does the cage bird sing, right? To be free. So, yeah, the heart chakra activation. Okay, so where else was I going with this? Oh, the empty storage box, yeah. The happiness, yeah. You're going to be moved, okay? Your memory, they don't mess with. So, it's the same energy, okay? This person, this could be a past person, or this could be a higher or lower version of this person, this energy in a different person. Okay, if you zoom out, okay, this isn't for somebody that's been married to the same person since they were little, right? If you zoom out, you will realize that you will have dealt with the same energy in different stages of life. So, yeah, I got this song the other day, Boys from Philly Back Again, okay? Yeah, so somebody's from Philly, okay, but I was hearing small town Philly. So you could be eating a Philly cheesesteak, all right, you could be Philly, all right? Your nickname could be that. So if you ask for a simple life, you're about to get it. You could be recycling crayons, like melting them down and making a giant crayon. All right, you could be a computer technician. You could be into heating and cooling, okay? Your technology could be overheating. Watch out for that, okay? Yeah, your name could be Ruby or Lily, or those things are significant. Your name could be Chris, Granger, okay? You could look like Pete Davidson. All right, that's what I got for you. Okay, in the Sagittarius, you could be a Sag Cap Cuss, okay? Because the Sagittarius reading that I did, all the things they said running through your head, yeah, that will go with this because, all right, I talked to a widow that day. I was talking on that reading about buying a widow a drink, and yeah, her husband that passed I had channeled already on one of these pieces of paper, Robert, okay? And when I was talking to her, I had to go get my book and show her she called him Bobby, but Robert, right? I'd already channeled that. And I ran into yesterday morning at the gas station an old friend, right? Mercury retrograde. And her husband, she told me that had just passed a couple weeks ago, and his name was Robert. So that is the second Robert, right, who passed here recently. All right, so it got me going down the rabbit hole. Okay, so I got into some gematria, right? So Robert equates to 317. Okay, somebody's birthday could be March 17th. All right, so yeah. So that's the Hebrew, okay? The English is 468, all right? And the symbol is 78. So somebody could be born in 78, and that did come through in another reading. So The words that I got was, right, obviously, Robert. The 18th, the 15th, the 25th, the 18th, or the 20th. And I bet if I were to talk to those two ladies, the dates would be significant, right? It's kind of like the threads of fate, right? So the words that come up were Aphrodite, birthing code, scapegoat, demolition, keep the faith, light bearer, bridegroom, Antares. And Antares, I believe, is the Scorpio's brightest store. Somebody could be in the store, okay? Yeah, Antares. I don't know what I did with my tablet. Give me a second. .44 on the clock. You could be seeing 444. I know I have been for like a solid week. Also, if you lost somebody, my condolences, okay? Especially if their name is Robert, there's messages over there for you, okay? Yeah. Antares, also known as Alpha Scorpii, is the prominent red star, supergiant star in the constellation Scorpius. It is one of the brightest stars in the night sky. Notable for its reddish hue and immense size, Antares is located approximately 550 light years from Earth. Okay, also what I'm getting from this, all right, that star is going to go supernova, okay, yeah, and I'm a Scorpio, okay, sun sign. So, bloodline of God, ghost code, clandestine, Morse code. You could be hearing tapping sounds, okay? Moorish. Somebody could be, you know, last name Moore, but go look up the Moors, M-O-R-S. Osborne, Cassandra. Cassandra is also another star, constellation. It all aligns. Raccoons and a bartender, right? And the bartender. All of these things are going to go with the things leading up to that passing or after, for whoever this reading is for. Okay, the bartender, right? I bought the widow a drink. All right, let's see. I restored faith in the girl I talked to yesterday. Okay. Yeah. And I also seen a raccoon yesterday. Okay. So take it how it resonates. All right, Capricorn. I just got nauseous there. Okay. So let's clear the energy. What are you dealing with, Capricorn? Leo, Mercury, 8th house, Scorpio. This is talking about, right, the spiritual realm, all right? Communication from the spiritual realm, all right? This is also talking about the Mercury retrograde in Leo. Expect communication, all right? Expect past things coming back, all right? And do not open the door to the past. If you've left something behind, okay, that is in the past. For some of you guys, okay, especially like if you're going through something, do not go back to an old way, okay? For instance, if somebody shows up with a fucking joint and a 40, all right, just say no, okay? You've come too far, your guide said, all right? So, yeah. So, moving on. We said yin, all right? So, we're going to use the yin-yang. So, yeah. I'm hearing wait till the smoke clears. For some of you guys, yeah, truth. All right, you're the person, okay? You set somebody free, okay? This is somebody from your past, okay? Maybe it didn't, maybe this is a twin flame, okay? Maybe it didn't work out, okay? Maybe you both had to grow, but I do see, okay, a love situation coming back around that is for you. There's a situation coming around, one that isn't for you, okay? And one that is for you. All right, there's a chance to amend. Every Mercury retrograde, every time something goes into retrograde, especially Mercury, past communication comes in. All right, you start thinking about somebody and they pop up, okay? And there's a chance to do something over, okay? Or bring an energy into a higher form, okay? So, you know, for some of you, I'm not getting a yuck energy if this is a past ex, which for a lot of you it is, okay? I'm getting that you would be happy to see this person. All right, you guys never let each other go. All right, and yeah, I do see communication coming in. Okay, but you are being advised to take it slow. All right, let's go back to the message here. Desire or craving, you just can't shake. For some of you guys, this is a past way of being, right? The coping mechanisms, okay? Every time I see your face, you make me want to sing. Yeah, you will be happy to see this person. Higher self-activation, and I told you, you've come a long way, okay? You are on a high ascended path, all right? For some of you guys, this person went through an activation, okay? And they've grown a lot, okay? They've caught up to you, okay? Yeah, and things will take back off after this retrograde, all right? They've caught back up to you, all right? They've hit a level of growth where your guides are going to let them come back in again, all right? I'm hearing Roger that. Past, lack, and suffering. Leave things in the past, okay? We're not in suffering, all right? Unless you're, you know, you went through that loss or whatever, okay? And you will get through that, okay? Yeah, lack and suffering. Distance, retreat, or time out. And like I said, do not overgive, okay? You got to give to yourself, okay? Have clear-cut boundaries and enforce them, okay? Enforce them. No, you don't owe anybody anything, and you don't have to interact, okay? If somebody forces interaction, okay, you know that they're coming in to drain you or take your energy, take from you, okay? Reflection, projections, I told you. If energy, okay, when you are not in alignment, when these two energies clash or try to cling, okay, it's not an energetic match, which will push, okay, will create resistance, okay, and it will not, it doesn't feel right because somebody's in a lower density or dimension than you. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, the higher self, all right. And we don't when we've overcome, all right, yes, we can help guide, okay, but not to our own detriment, not to where we start taking on that energy, right? The passenger, all right? We don't take on that energy. Like I said, grounding, be so strong in knowing thyself and who you are that these projections, they come to you, but they bounce off of you and they go back to where they need to go because we do not resonate with lack, suffering, okay? Ego, vanity, and pride. The Leo energy. This is somebody who's holding shadow Leo energy, okay? They feel that they need to be heard, okay? They need to be heard, and when they feel like they're not, it's a wounded inner child. When they feel like they're not heard, they get louder, okay? They pull harder. Yeah, I know this energy well, okay? They want to be seen and heard, okay? Just like a child who, you know, didn't have enough attention, all right? And it's not your job to give it attention, okay? By giving it your attention, you're giving it your energy or access to you, okay? We do not reward bad behavior by giving it attention, okay? So you could have a child with this person, okay? But yeah, what I'm getting, this was this person or you in the past, all right? And this person has went through a higher self-activation, okay? And the people you meet now are fated encounters, okay? Even we're going to be, a lot of people are coming back, okay? These interactions are necessary, all right? But the boundaries, okay? We don't give people access to you, okay? That aren't on your level, especially, you know, your energy is precious, okay? Your knowledge is precious, all right? Some things people need to figure out for their own, okay? Right? If they were in touch with their higher self, okay, they would be able to tap into some of the things that you know, all right? So, yeah, equal exchange of energy, okay? I will extend this reading on members on bronze tier when I get home this evening. But, yeah, if you feel guided, join members. I don't go live on the $5 holler tier. That was just a way of making some of the older videos that I did more accessible. All right, so if you want, you know, so-called new, right? What's new, what's old, right? It's about cycles, all right? Yeah, join bronze tier. The extendeds usually will go on bronze tier, all right? It's an equal give and take of energy. Yeah. So what would this person say to you? What's this person going to say? I will get their intentions and things like this on members. And you do not have to be a Capricorn sun sign. You could have a transit. For instance, the Guadalupe flood that I channeled, it came through on the Pisces, which is Uranus, all right? Uranus is in Taurus right now, all right? And it come through also in the Aries reading, okay? Which I have a co-ruler of Mars, okay? So everything's about energy, cycles, transits, okay? So we have the Ace of Wands. My life started when I met you. This person wants to have a fresh start with you, okay? This person, there's a lot of attraction here, all right? This person wants to actually, there was a lot of false starts. This person wants to give it all they got tonight. Yeah, this person wants to give you what they feel that they should have given you all along, but they couldn't in the past, all right? So, yeah. Anyway, we will extend this later on. When it's done, I will link it in the comments. So, have a good day. Guard your energy, okay? And if you're not where you want to be, okay, nobody can take you there but you, all right? You know, shadow work, okay? Why? The who, what, when, where, and why, okay? That's always a good start, all right? If you've blocked certain things out, go back in 3 to 5 year increments, okay? Your happiness, nobody can make you happy but you. True happiness comes from within, okay? And it's not our jobs to make other people happy, all right? So, peace, love, and light.